What's up, everybody? Pete McPherson from Do You Even Blog here. Going to talk about increasing your SEO traffic today. I made a bunch of notes, but I can also show you these as we go along. So there are a lot of things bloggers, online marketers can do to literally boost their SEO traffic today, in the next hour, in the next 3 or 4 hours. Are you going to see the results right away? No, of course not. That's not the way Google works. That's not the way SEO works. But these are actually things that you can just refresh, update on your own website, etc. that can have long-lasting SEO effects for years to come, decades to come. Maybe not decades, but months to come. Stuff you can do today. So that said, I'm going to jump into this right here. Let me switch my screen around. Boom. Can you hear me? Good. I hope so. So what do we got here? This is what we're going to go through. Refreshing old content. I'm going to tell you about the POO strategy. You can read that however you'd like to. As well as some category pages. This is so underutilized for bloggers and anybody with SEO intentions, in my opinion. And then 3 mandatory things to do to optimize your website. For SEO specifically, boost site speed. Boost site speed. These are free and easy. I don't see why more people don't do it. Anyways, let's go through these one by one. First, let's talk about refreshing old content. There's my email. Shouldn't have brought that up. So the POO strategy stands for Page 1 Opportunities. What that means is you can actually you can use a few different tools, some paid tools like Ahrefs. I can actually maybe use that. By the way, you can spend $7 for a 7-day free trial. This is $100 and something bucks a month. I don't even know how much it is. But you can actually just do the free trial and get a lot of stuff done in 1 week and then just cancel. There's no need to go further than that, but you can just, do that. So what you can do here is look at what you are currently ranking on page 2 or 3 on. These are page 1 opportunities. These are keywords that you are currently ranking for, but not on page 1. So all you have to do is go back and update that content. Is it going to be absolutely foolproof? Of course not, right? Hang on. There we go. What am I looking for here? Keywords. Where are my keywords? I'm so sorry. Organic keywords right here. What I'm looking for are my positions not on page 1. So include any, you can add multiple keywords, position right here. From 10 to, let's do 35 or something like that. So where are my page 2 keywords right here? Again, you can do this on Ahrefs or Moz or SEMrush or anything like that. Just get a free trial and get it out of the way. You don't even have to spend the $150 a month or whatever it is. So you can see I got a lot of stuff right here in this position. Positions 10 to 35. These are just low-hanging fruit. For example, this one right here. My friend Anthony Moore, I'm actually ranking for his name. This might be a little weird. I might not do that one. Maybe some of these other ones right here. There's actually a lot of I do podcasting, so I get a lot of those. Blog income reports, there's 350 extra traffic. I'm rank 15. If I get up to page 8 or 9, that might actually be a few hundred visits a month right there. So I might go back and update that category page, which we'll talk about in a second, by the way, right here. In general, monetize a blog. I'm 11. Well, that one's a small keyword. I might actually filter for keywords too if I use a paid fancy tool. One other thing you can do if you don't want to spend $7 on a trial, or if you don't have any way to track your rankings, is to do it manually. What you can do is go through the keywords that you're targeting. Hopefully you know what those are. If you don't know what those are, I can't help you with this step, by the way. But if you know the keywords you're targeting, type them in and see where you fall. I would not go look past page 3. You can always open up an incognito and go with how to start a blog. I'm just going to Google this right here. If you are looking for your own results and you don't see it past page 3, then just stop. There's no need to see oh, I'm on page 7 for this keyword or whatever. There's just, you don't need to do that, right? Oh, look, there I am. Page 2. So obviously this is 80,000 searches a month. This is an incredibly difficult keyword, by the way. It's really hard. But in general, this is a page 1 opportunity. This is a POO for me, a POO. I could go back and look at what are the people on page 1 ranking for. How can I make my post like that or better, right? How can I do that? How can I make my post better? I go back and update it. And by the way, when you update old post, here's a random post. Yes, change the date it was published. This was February 10, 2019. That was a couple of weeks ago. I can actually update this to yesterday or today and then save it, click update. Keep them fresh. Totally cool. It's going to move it to the top of your blog roll, but that's quite okay. That's what you want. The general strategy is to figure out where you have posts lying on page 2 of Google, maybe even 3, and can you go back and update them, update the dates, add more content, add more images, make it more useful, and then easily get to page 1. You don't have to start from scratch with a whole new blog post. You can just update old content. Which brings me to this point. R&R, old post. Rehash, revamp, revise. There could be a bunch of R's there. But what I mean is, even if you're not tracking your keywords, you can still see what you could use to update, right? Chances are, when you first started blogging, you're not as good as you are now. I don't know how far along you are, but for me, I can go back and look at these old posts, and some of them are bad. Like, I still have episode numbers in these titles. I could probably do away with those. Some of these are just like, they just need updating, and they literally haven't been updated in 2 years now. How to perfect your blog post schedule. This is a decent post. It's not great. I could go back and update this. I could just refresh, literally spend less than an hour on this. I could go back, add 300 to 500 words based on some quick research, by the way. Like, I would go to a new page in Google and I would talk about blog post schedule, which may or may not even be a keyword. But in general, like, I would open up 2 or 3 of these and skim through, see what they're talking about, see if there's anything my post is missing, and I come back in here and update it. I would add another image or 2. I can update it for a freebie opt-in if I have one that I didn't have 2 years ago when I published this. I would update the date, of course, and then boom, that's it. Is it going to increase your SEO traffic like overnight? No, of course not. But what that is telling Google that you are refreshing old content, which Google cares about very much. Very much. Your overall SEO site traffic depends on being seen as consistent and relevant. And relevant means timely, by the way, in Google's eyes. A lot of times, timely, new, fresh content, Google loves it. Go back and update these old posts. That's it. Last but not least, in this little old content category pages. Why don't more people do this? If you go to my homepage, you'll see in my menu, I actually have my categories laid out right here. By the way, they are SEO'd as well. Blog monetization, email list building, blogging for beginners. Like, literally the name of them is updated. If you click on one of these, hopefully I did my job, by the way. Okay, so here are my posts, right, in this category. You can see I have this. What is this? A metric ton of blog monetization ideas and strategies. Learn how to make money from your blog. And then I have like 2 descriptive paragraphs. This helps for SEO. You remember seeing like this down here? Category, monthly blog income report. That is literally one of my categories, monthly blog income report. And I'm ranking on page 2 of Google, which I could go back and probably make this a little bit better, maybe even get to page 1. I could do that, like right here. I could go back and update this in WordPress. If I hover over post, go to categories, and then, oh look, there it is. I can add new ones. I can update the categories I currently have to be more descriptive, all that stuff. I'm going to click edit and see what happens. Edit. Okay, cool. I can update the slug. I probably wouldn't do that. You might get some backlink errors if people have linked back to your category page. It's probably unlikely, but it's a possibility. Update the name, add in a description. You can add images and stuff too if you want. There's a full text editor. Some of this is from my theme only. You won't see all of these settings. And by the way, if you have Yoast, which most bloggers do, you can actually update those, like what appears in Google search results, right here. Like, just like it was a separate blog post or a page or something like that. So update your category pages. You can do this today in like no time whatsoever, and it helps tell Google what your site is about. You want to rank for your niche keywords, your topic keywords, you have to tell Google what your site is about, and category pages are an amazing way to do that. Okay, moving on. Are you still with me? Site speed. Images, cache plugin, and CDN. All 3 of these you can do for free today to increase your site speed, which, by the way, Google cares about a lot. Mobile friendly, site speed. Mobile friendly, site speed. How fast do your pages load? For images, I remember this guy right here. Can you see that? I don't know. I wrote down 3 things: Short Pixel, WP Rocket, and Cloudflare. Short Pixel, WP Rocket, Cloudflare. You can get these going today for absolutely free. This is a WordPress plugin. You can also search, by the way, in plugins. Short Pixel. That is the name of an image compressor. What you do is you set up the settings once, and then you forget about it. You upload images as usual. It compresses them. Images slow down your website, and this is a great way, a great tool to do that, like on autopilot. I'm going to show you. I already have it. This is what I use for all my websites. Short pixel. Literally, you just like install it, and you change some of the settings. Like I resize mine. You don't even have to resize yours per se. And then you're done. And you can always go to your media files like this. You can see I have it in list format here, not the grid. And resize them from here too. Like literally all of mine are resized, but there'll be a button that says like resize or compress rather. You can compress them from right here. It will speed up your site significantly. Short pixel. You can get started today for free. And by the way, they have paid stuff too. It's like super cheap. It's like really cheap and affordable. But you get free credits every single month on the free plan. So why not use it? So that's one. Number 2, cache plugin. Obviously, I use WP Rocket, but this one is not free. This one's $50. But if you want to go free, then just go free cache plugin. Don't even worry about the settings for the most part. Just install and let it go. 7 best WordPress caching plugins. Thank you, Kinstablog, for this #1 Google result. You'll see a bunch of stuff here that you probably don't need, and then you'll get down to the actual suggestions one day. There we go. WP Rocket Premium, of course, that's #1. That's what I use. It's by far the best. Cache Enabler, blah, blah, blah. W3 Total Cache and WP Super Cache are the ones that I recommend for free. I think they're the best out of the box. The settings can be completely overwhelming and confusing. Even to me, I don't know what they do. I just install and go. I let them cache and minify my JS and CSS files. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, then don't even worry about it. W3 Total Cache and W3 Super Cache. You can click on those, I guess, in this post to find out more. Or you can go to your plugin library, click Add New, and then just type in cache. Let's just type in cache and see what happens. W3 Total Cache, there it is. Install now, boom. WP Fastest Cache, there's a ton of them, right? This one has over 1 million installs. This one has over 2 million installs. Maybe I do that one. WP Super Cache, install it. It might have a few settings that'll walk you through step by step. It's free. You can do it today. It decreases the speed or the load time of your website. Increases speed. That's what I meant to say. Which, by the way, SEO cares about. Google cares about. It wants your site to load fast. It will help your rankings over time, guaranteed, and it's something you can do today. Last but not least, Cloudflare. Cloudflare is amazing and free. You sign up. It's literally free for one website. If you have multiple websites, you got to pay. One website, completely free. You sign up. You hook it into your blog. It walks you through the process step by step. Like, I'm not going to show you how to do that here. I don't even know how. I just know I did it step by step. It shows you. It walks you through. You can do it in 20 minutes. It'll take a few hours on the back end to like set up, but you don't have to do anything more. And then it makes your website faster. If you're wondering how, by the way, it's because it takes files that are on your server, your hosting server, wherever you pay for your hosting, and it distributes it like this little image right here all across the world, where when people load your site, it'll load it from the nearest server to them and not your server. That's a very broad understanding. But anyways, in general, I totes believe this stuff matters. It's like super important, right? If you have any questions, of course, you can comment below on this video, or feel free to email me, Pete@DoYouEvenBlog as well. And I think that's all I got. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you next time. Go speed up your site. Google cares about it. You will increase your SEO rankings over time with this stuff that you can literally do like today. If you had 4 hours, you could do all of everything I just said. For multiple old posts, you can go back, refresh them, update the dates, add in a little bit new content, search for your POOs, right, and increase your site optimization with those 3 things. Easy, right? Boom. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Pete@DoYouEvenBlog. I'm out.